Jai Shri Krishna everyone, my name is Rajveer. Today we are at Lebua. Lebua is the only hotel in Thailand which has two Michelin star restaurants and both are two Michelin. We have with us Rajan Khurana ji.
Welcome to Lebua.
Thank you sir. He is the Vice President of Operations at Lebua Group. So first of all, thank you for hosting us.
Thank you for being here. It's an
My
honor
pleasure.
to have a drink with you.
We've heard about hospitality and that's what Lebua is all about, experience and hospitality. So we've always seen in the hospitality brands, I personally feel there are three type of visitors. One is being referred by the boss and the higher management. The second one is like someone like us who's an influencer, like a celebrity who's coming here.
Yeah,
They get a different treatment.
correct.
Third is someone who pays. So do you think this class structure should be existing in hospitality industry? And if yes, why?
It's an amazing question, and I think not many people actually look at hospitality like that. I think the way we started this business, our business actually started because we wanted to create an organization that has where the guest has a right of fairness, and also everybody has a right of equality there. So here essentially both the guest and the staff, we believe in right of equality. So irrespective of who you are, our team has been trained to deliver the same service as they would have delivered to any other of our guests as well. So for us, I think all guests are the same. And this is how Lebua started in the first place, actually, because this organization would not have started if we did not see a gap in the market. And you rightly mentioned, I think we saw that gap in the market.
Yes.
And we realized that this is a gap, which actually prompted us or motivated us to create an organization wherein every guest has an equal treatment, and every staff even has an equal treatment as well. Lebua is the only organization, even from the even from the staff perspective, where if you look at the staff, we all have, including myself, same benefits, same number of days of leave, and everything is the same. So we don't differentiate between the different levels as well when it comes to our people as well. And that's what Lebua is all about.
Yes, exactly. Because when we say hospitality, guest relationship, treating the people right.
Yeah.
So, just saying, when we reached Lebua, I did not introduce myself like I am Mr. Rajveer.
Sure.
But the staff, right from the door till the reception,
Sure.
there was a warm welcome. I'm here to shoot for my channel.
Sure.
So, but that gives me a warm welcome. That is why we started with this question.
There has to be equality among the guests, I think, and you rightly mentioned, obviously, the guest who's obviously supported over the years, and the lifetime value of the guest is much higher. So we have to even treat that guest in a better way, irrespective of how the booking was made.
So first, when you got a Michelin,
Yeah.
what was the overall reaction, and did you expect that you will be getting the second one very soon?
I think again a very interesting question, because it has been a journey for us. I think when it comes to whether the hotel or whether it is to do with the restaurants as well. Obviously, when we were opening some of these dining spaces, including the bars, the objective was to actually create an experience that can compete not only in Thailand but also can compete in Paris, New York, London, and some of those markets. Because when we look at creating any concept, whether in the past and even now, we don't see what is happening in the market locally. Of course, we see, but then that is not, based on what we decide, what should be our journey. We decide on looking around the world to see what's happening, because most of our guests actually coming into our restaurants and bars, they're very well traveled.
Yeah.
And we get mostly guests from some of these markets, so which means they already understand Michelin dining very, very well. So for me to open a restaurant, whether Michelin or not Michelin guide in the city, I have to deliver an experience that is at par with some of those restaurants. Yes. Of course, when Michelin Guide came into Thailand over 8 years ago, we were excited, and we were obviously looking forward to some recognition. We were happy that one of our restaurant at that time, Metzeluna, was awarded as a Michelin 2-star. Interestingly, as of today, if I look at after 8.5 years, Mezzaluna is the only two-star restaurant in Thailand that has been two-star since the first
Okay.
Michelin guide into Thailand. So now I think very soon we will have, I think, almost, I think, ninth guide coming again now.
Wow.
So Mezzaluna not only won the star in the first guide, but also retained over the years as well. Now coming back to your original question of two restaurants.
Yes.
Now, when Michelin Guide came in, we did not have chef's table at that stage. So,
So yeah,
chef's
because
table,
the main reason is you're the only ones with the
yeah.
two Michelins.
So chef's table did not exist because chef table we opened this restaurant right before COVID. So this was 2019 when we opened Chef Table, and in a record time, I think Chef Table achieved a two-star as well.
Yeah.
So when obviously both of our restaurant became two-star, we were obviously very happy. It's a kind of a recognition, for our efforts and our team efforts essentially, because the way we operate in all of our restaurants and bars, each of our restaurant and bar, work independently, and the decision making so far as that restaurant is concerned, is with the team of that particular restaurant as well. So which means if Mezzaluna or Chef's Table has to bring in some new items or new ingredients or any of those kind of things, the decision has to be done by the team of that particular restaurant.
Okay.
So we're not a company where just because we have X number of restaurant,
Yeah.
we want to centralize everything, and through central system we want to force the chefs
So
to
that's the
buy.
secret. That's the secret behind keeping those 8-9 years of high standard alive.
Yeah, because you see, these people are creative people. You cannot be telling them, about the food.
Perfect.
That's why we have hired them.
Also, I would like to ask you about your champagne bar.
Yeah.
So I believe you've got two champagne bars.
Yes.
So how did this concept came, and
Yeah.
what makes it different? Like, because you're also selling champagne by the glass.
Yeah, yeah.
Usually, it's very hard to believe like someone selling a champagne
Sure,
by the
sure,
glass,
sure.
because we order a bottle and
Sure.
we're being charged for the bottle.
Sure.
Just because I definitely loved the idea. We were up shooting, and I could get the sunset, a beautiful
Yes.
like a night out here.
Yeah, yeah.
So how did this come to life?
I think each of our concepts, I think again, we have to go back first of all into the history of how the company started from with our owners. I think when our owners decided to do these restaurants, uh, nobody wanted to manage these restaurants and bars because she had a concept of creating these luxury dining spaces, which nobody believed that can happen.
Yeah.
But she had a vision, and with that vision, she started this journey. And of course, at different times, different people joined in into this journey. I am with Lebua for over 16 years now.
Wow.
So it's been a while, that I've been a part of this journey. So therefore, I can probably tell you a little more about these champagne bars as well. When we were opening the first champagne bar, which is Flute.
Are you the first one to open this, right, in Thailand?
Yes. So when we opened this Flute bar way back in 2013-14, it very quickly became the highest champagne bar and very well known.
Yeah.
And I tell you a little story about this bar as well, because even the beverage companies whom we approached, they did not want to invest their effort into champagne, because in their research they said champagne business is going down.
Yeah.
But we knew our customer well, because one of the things that we do is we do a lot of research with our guests, and we have a lot of data. We analyze that data to see, okay, what are the trends with our guests and how do we see it differently. So we don't really get carried away with a lot of research reports and some of those kind of things, because we do ourselves a lot of research, and we are a little bit run a hands-on operation where we meet the guest and everything. But we still went ahead with this bar. And this bar, the payback of this bar, believe it or not, was 3 months. In 3 months, we actually,
Break
recovered
even.
our money and then profit thereafter. And
Especially when the beverage partners were not ready to invest.
So this particular, no, finally we managed to convince someone.
Now you've got Bollinger, I believe.
So we managed to, it's a Bollinger bar right
Bollinger.
now. So we managed to convince someone, and then they became a partner with us, and they tell us that, okay, this is one of the best decisions actually they took with us, because we not only sold a lot of champagne from this place, but the trend of that champagne we again started in the whole city.
Wow. So one last question.
Sure.
This year is the lowest the Bangkok, Thailand has in terms of tourism.
Okay.
There's a 10% drop. So does that actually affect your business?
Again, an interesting question.
Because I mean, I'm very sure I've actually taken a walk through since I've been here from
Sure,
four,
sure.
4 or 5 hours.
Sure.
And I've seen there are too many people from different part of the world.
Yeah.
So that's where this question came in my mind.
Yeah, on a lighter side, because we knew that you're coming, so we paid some of the people to come in for a day. but on a serious note, I think yes, the business is softer in Thailand.
Yeah.
The demand is relatively softer. But let's not forget that we are still targeting about 33 million tourists.
Yes.
Now, when people talk about these numbers, they obviously look at these numbers, relevant to some number,
Yeah.
because they are looking still this number in relation to 2019 numbers, where we were hitting around 40 million.
Yeah.
Then the other number that they look at, obviously, are also looking at in relation to what the Thailand would have expected this year at the beginning of the year. Now, from that perspective, yes, this number is slightly lower, but 33 million is not a small number. First of all,
Not
it's
at
a
all,
huge
sir.
number, for country of this size. Now, secondly, in terms of our business, I think again, when we look at the data, we have to look at the data a little bit more deeply, because we have to see who's not coming into Thailand,
Yeah.
and who are these people, who are not around into this 7 million now.
Yeah.
Because what Thai government has actually done over the last couple of years, I think they're kind of on a path to make a choice whether we want to continue with the number game or we are going to go on the spend game. So obviously their view is that we want to look at tourists who can actually deliver more value to the country, which works very well for us, because the businesses that we run here, obviously our guests are in a particular segment.
Yes.
So to that extent, I think it is very good for us, and which is also reflective of how we are performing. And just to share with you, in the market, people are doing around 20 to 30% lower revenues as compared to 2024 on the F&B side. You will be surprised to know we just closed the month of September, which was a very soft
Yeah.
month, I think, and normally it's a shoulder month.
It's a year end also for Thailand.
Normally it's a shoulder month, in Thailand, in the history of
Yeah.
tourism of Thailand. So obviously it was a softer month, but we still have done higher than last year.
Wow.
August we still have done
And
higher
we're
than last
talking about
year.
10% drop in tourism.
Yeah, and we still done so. So our focus has been very clear. Our focus has been to deliver the value both to the owners and to our guests in terms of the experience.
When we talk numbers, especially sitting with the vice president
Yeah.
operation, numbers, you said that we wanted to see whether we should run behind the numbers
Sure.
or quality. So
Yeah.
this definitely answers me that yes, definitely there's quality, because
Yeah.
despite the tourism dropping down by 10%, and you've done better than last year.
Yeah.
So there must be something good you've done, and there must be some secrets. I'm sure you
Yes.
don't want to share that.
Yeah, and let me tell you that, I mean, not every restaurant in this segment is also doing well, because it's a combined effort of the vision of the owner and also the effort of my team. Because at the end of the day, if no matter what strategy I make,
Yeah.
if the execution is not done right on the ground, on the lower level, then nothing is happening. So it is basically a recognition of the vision and the recognition of the hard work that our teams actually put in and day out.
Perfect. So thank you very much for your time, sir. I mean, I understand you gave me just 5 to 10 minutes, and I've already taken 15 minutes of yours.
Not at all.
So really
It has
apologize
been
for
a
that.
pleasure meeting you, and don't leave without finishing the drink.
So I am even excited to meet the chef at one of your Michelin star restaurants.
He's equally excited to meet you as well, because there are not many Indians that he meets who actually know Japanese language that well.
Thank you, sir. Thank you, sir.
Yeah, thank you so much.
I've been to Japan a couple of times.
Sure.
And I've stayed there for a while.
Yeah.
So it's a learning for me.